Bobby, does it make it easier from a prep standpoint when you just came off of playing the same team that you're going to go up against again?
I mean, there's definitely familiarity there with the opponent and just what you're working on in terms of getting ready to guard them and the style of play that they present. So yeah, I mean it's a pretty straightforward prep, and it's just about probably more about what we have and how we're practicing and what our mindset is.
Bobby, you guys have been good defensively pretty much the whole year, but is there anything recently that's been even better on that side of the ball?
I mean, our interior defense has been good. We didn't do a great job early in the game guarding the three-point line, but as the game went on with Stanford, we did better in that regard. But yeah, just we talk about the paint, how important that is, and protecting the basket, and making our opponent shoot contested shots, and that's kind of what our formula has been at the end of the floor.
Do you feel better being the hunter than the hunted? I mean, it's a whole different mindset for you guys.
I mean, I'm just happy that we're playing well, and I think we have the longest current winning streak of any team heading into Vegas. So it's encouraging that we're playing at a pretty high level.
Do you change your messaging at all, or how do you sort of frame this versus regular season?
It's a unique situation because of our circumstances. We know what we have to do. Our future depends on winning 4 games. So there's a big picture view to it, whereas you're explaining the mission, and the guys know that hey, we want to go and win 4 games. That's our goal. But at the same time, you have to take it step by step, and so I just told our guys that no matter 1 through 9 and John Homestead, I'm sure everyone's got to be ready to play, and if we're going to have a chance to win some games in Vegas, then we're going to need everybody. And one time a guy might play 8 minutes and maximize that 8 minutes. Next game he might play 22, and it's just everyone's got to be ready for whatever minutes they get this week.
Would you say the team's confidence is as high as it's been all season long, and if so, how crucial is that headed into March, especially with this tournament coming up?
It's important this time of year to know how to win, to feel like you're going to win, to have been put in a number of different circumstances where you have to figure out how to win. And I think over the last few weeks, we demonstrated that we can do that. Now it's everyone feels a little bit of relief, though. Everyone that's going into this tournament has hope and has aspirations of trying to win games. And just because we've won a few games here in a row and 7 out of 8 we're not entitled to anything this week. We have to earn it.
Bobby, do you point to any kind of recent history to your guys? Oregon State last year, the run they go on. A couple teams recently in the Pac-12 have gotten hot, won the Pac-12 tournament, and gone on.
I've just stayed in our moment in our season and not really gone into detail. I think they believe in themselves, and they know they're playing well, and the team appeared to practice really hungry today, like they're getting ready to play and getting ready for business.
Bobby, obviously you can't overlook Stanford on Wednesday, but the way you guys are playing and the confidence that you guys have right now, does this group potentially relish the opportunity to get U of A again on Thursday and another crack at them?
Well, I mean, it's not like any particular opponent like that you're saying like, hey, we look forward to playing them. I think we're at the point where we know our season's on the line, and we want to win no matter who's in front of us, and that's kind of the approach we're taking.
Bobby, that was pretty cool the other night to go to GCU and see Holland. How much of, what went into that decision, and just simply why'd you do that for him?
Well, I mean, Holland and I have still stayed in touch and talked quite a bit even throughout the year, and it was tough seeing him in our game and just knowing what, he battled with me all year last year through a tough year in COVID, and I understood his reasonings for, wanting to transfer, and we talked quite a bit about that decision, and I respect his choice to do that, and we've stayed close, and he reached out and said, that he would like for me to go, and I immediately saw that there was a chance based on our schedule and his that day to make that work. So I was happy to watch him. He made some plays out there and some great lob passes. I told him after I was always a guy that loved throwing the lob, and I think he had 2 or 3 in that second half. So I was happy he closed out his career on a good note there.
Were you going to find a Miss Duke Carolina to go watch him?
Well, I had that one, tape to watch, and I know that one didn't go as I would have hoped. And it was a real, just a stunning thing to see so many guys that I know and so many of my former teammates. It kind of made me feel guilty that I missed it, just being there for Coach, and it was just great to see that support and the people show up for him like that.